Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Brian has a team when you're trying to construct your best lineups. Here we go. What are you looking for, Grant?
You know, I think balance is probably number one. Each lineup has to have enough defense and offense, otherwise you're just vulnerable.
Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Scott in at the point guard position. And play stops, a whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Here's Scott. Pass to Cooper. They set the pick. Here's Scott. Fires for three. Sends it home from three-point land.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Smith outside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Line for two. Smith.
Shooting two.
And he can't get the first one. That one misses. Here's Santos. Pass to Scott. Here's Santos. Shoots. Dennis with a rebound. Here's Minix. Inside. They swipe it. Lets it go from 14. Pass to Santos for three. Smith with the rebound. Now here's Ibaka. Here's Dennis. And here's Ibaka. Out left to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Now Smith. Shoots over Gibson. Smith no good. Now Gibson. Pass to Farmer. To the inside. Here's Santos. Fires the three. Sinks the tray.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Now Ibaka. And here's Smith. Over Gibson. Smith no good. Pass to Scott. Here's Cooper. There's a screen. Here's Santos. He drops it from range. Santos has got 6.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them. They were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
There is nothing better than a big win on the road for team chemistry. It is something you can build on.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And it's Ibaka on the drive. Oh, swiped away. Down low. Pass to Gibson. Here's Cooper. Here's Farmer. To the middle. Here's Gibson. Boom! He jams it straight down.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
To the left side wing. Pass to Livingston. Here's Dennis. Shot clock at 6. to stop the run. And it's Livingston missing. Gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Gibson. They set a pick. Over to the left wing. The 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. That love to run. Last year's team leaders in fast break points.
And last season, these teams really pushed the pace in transition. Once they had the ball, they looked to get up the floor quickly and capitalize.
Gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Pass to Ibaka. Here's Livingston. They still need this. Farmer pulls it in.
That was their 4th straight miss to start this game. Not ideal.
Santos can't get it to go. Santos has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Here's Minix. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
Gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Farmer, the pass to Gibson, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
First personal foul, 3rd team foul.
On defense, the visiting team. Pass to Dennis. Here's Minix. Here's Livingston. He had 25 points in his last game. Shot clock at 3. And here's Ibaka. Puts up a 3.
And just refusing to give up second chance points. Excellent defensive rebounding.
They set the screen. Pass to Scott. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Minix.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Dennis. Here's Livingston from behind the arc. Can't get it. 0 for 3 in this one.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Cooper. Here's Scott. Drops in the 3. Scott's got 6.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Livingston. Pass to Ibaka. Here's Dennis. Here's Minix. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Here's Cooper. That's Ibaka defending. Out to the right wing. Here's Farmer. Off target with the 3. Ibaka with it. In his last outing with 12 points. And here's Smith. Pass to Livingston. Here's Dennis from deep three-point land. The rebound by Gibson.
Maybe a little false confidence there. Not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, maybe overly confident right there. And if I were him, I would not be making eye contact with my coach.
Here's the three. On target from range. Scott's got his third basket on the night right there.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. On defense, the visiting team. Pass to Minix. Here's Livingston. Here's Dennis. 6 to shoot. Here's Smith. And he banks in the layup.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Gone 8 for 14 from the floor. Lee, the pass to Johnson. Up and over Smith. Johnson with a bucket.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Pass to Ibaka. Smith outside. Here's Dennis. Now Ibaka. There's the three. Rebounded by Johnson.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Santos, covered by Smith. Santos can't get it to go.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. And seems really frustrated.
To the wing on the left. Pass to Minix. To the wing, right side. Here's Dennis. Here's Livingston. Three-pointer, no good.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Count it.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's Dennis. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Pass to Smith. Here's Dennis. Here's Minix. It's stolen by Johnson. And here's the fast break. Here's Farmer. And yep, it's good.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Here's Livingston. 1:52 left in the first quarter. Here's Minix to win the drought. Rebounded by Johnson.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Pass to Lee. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Pass to Smith. Here's Livingston. Now Ibaka. They set the pick. Here's Minix. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout.
Timeout.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Trying to find a way to get some easy buckets. You don't want to just think you can shoot your way out of it.
substitution on the court.
.50 seconds left in the first. Pass to Jenkins. Towns, left side. Clock at 6. To halt the run, he squares up and sinks it.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
There's the steal. Here's Jenkins. Coming in off a 14-point game last time out. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Burks. No luck on that one. Johnson with the defensive effort. Here's Santos. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we got a blowout underway here. Delivering the blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
They've got Johnson, and it's Gibson in at the center position. Pass to Burks. Now here's Towns. 6 on the shot clock.
Home team foul. Play Burks. First personal foul.
Outside Johnson. Now here's Gibson, defended by Burks. Offensive rebound. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Lee. Jenkins with a rebound. Lee's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Uses the glass on the layup.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Lee. Now Gibson, defended by Burks. Fires it from 18. Gibson, no good.
But it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Cooper's checked in for Lee.
First team foul. Substitution for the away team. Number 41, Jared Cooper.
On defense, the visiting team. No points yet here in the second quarter for them.
Away team foul. Johnson. First personal foul. Second team foul.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Jenkins. Here's Granger, covered by Johnson. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Johnson.
Yeah, he didn't read the defense very well there. He telegraphed that pass.
Here's Farmer. Cashes in the 12-footer. Farmer's gotten his second bucket of the game. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
Just 5 on the clock. The ball's knocked loose. Got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Pass to Cooper. Outside Johnson. From downtown, The rebound by Burks. Shooting just 21% from the floor. Here's Granger. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Granger's gotten his first basket of the night.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And it's time for an injury report.
He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. It seems the issue may not be so serious as they're allowing a return to action. I'll give you updates as I get them.
Thanks as always, Allie. Appreciate the report.
Unfortunately, that's not a walk-it-off type of situation. That's just tough. You know, it didn't look good when we saw him go down.
Farmer, the pass to Gibson. Here's Cooper. Pass to Farmer. The three. Knocks down the triple. Farmer's got 7.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Now here's Burks. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Gibson. Pass to Cooper. Here's Farmer. Here's the pick. Now Gibson. To the paint. Here's Cooper. And the layup is good. 5 points in the game.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Pass to Granger. Here's Jenkins. Jacks up a 3. Farmer pulls it in. Farmer's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The NBA has its eyes on the old continent. Commissioner Silver said there continues to be an enormous opportunity to take basketball to another level in Europe. The quality of the basketball there has been fantastic, and we think there's a commercial opportunity to create something special. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, appreciate the update. Pass to Jenkins. Off the left rim and out. Shooting only 36% during the second. Gibson passes to Farmer. Screen by Gibson. From outside the arc. Granger grabs the miss. Gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Outside Burks. Going all the way to the rack. Here's Cooper. And they pick up 2. Cooper's got 4 points this quarter.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Now Towns. Pass to Jenkins to snap the cold streak. The rebound by Gibson. Shooting 55% for the game so far. Here's Farmer. He has 7. Outside Johnson. 6 to shoot. Here's Gibson. Ooh, excellent D there from Burks. Shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. There's a screen. Here they come with numbers in transition. Here's Cooper. No good from outside. Every trip up the floor gets more and more important.
Yes, indeed. They badly want to stop the bleeding here. Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
And the visitors call time here. let's go to the leaderboard and see the top passing teams last season.
Well, this is a team that preaches ball movement. Just look at their assist totals from last season. They are determined to create high percentage shots.
The visitors with the ball. Pass to Cooper. Here's Santos. He shoots a three. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 5 rebounds tonight. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Well, every team is looking for wings who can defend multiple positions. Who's at the top of your list, Tim?
Yeah, I look at a guy like Lou Dort. Look at a guy like Jaden McDaniels. They've got length, a whole lot of want to, and they've got the ability to guard multiple positions.
The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Lee. Here's Farmer. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
One question facing the league here, Tim. How do you make the All-Star game more competitive?
Well, B.A., the tournament structure seemed to help a bit, but until just a competitive mentality around the game changes, I think the only thing you can do is maybe up the ante as far as prize money. I do think that did seem to matter for the NBA Cup.
Having done a few of those games, care factor's low. They could improve on that.
I completely agree. It seemed to matter a lot more back when I played.
Textbook pass to exploit the fast break. Gets it out ahead for the easy bucket.
Shooting only 36% during the second. Pass to Livingston. Out to the wing. Ibaka with it. 5 to shoot. Now here's Smith. The rebound by Gibson.
Those are the ones you definitely have to make. Sometimes there's just enough defense to make a miss.
Lee, the pass to Gibson. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
All right, that's 2 fouls. Not a big deal, but you don't want to pick up that third before the half.
Shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Up top, Smith. To the middle. Here's Minix. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line.
At the line for 2, Minix.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. Shooting around 53%, a nice number. Pass to Farmer. Here's Santos. And here's Gibson. Shot clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Releases. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Dennis. Inside. A nice shot by Smith. Smith's got his second bucket of the night.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Lee. And there's the screen. Here's Farmer. Three-pointer. Smith with the rebound. 1:31 left in the second period. Here's Minnick. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
The officials were right on top of that one.
He's shooting free throws number 4 and 5 here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Shooting 35% in the second so far. Pass to Lee. Gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And here's Smith to the left wing. Shot clock at 5. Shoots from 12. That one's good. Makes him 3 for 7.
Well, if he's going to be covered like that, he has to continue to take that shot.
Pass to Farmer. Here's Lee. That's Ibaka defending. Up top, Gibson. Here's Lee. That's Ibaka defending. And the basket by Lee. Gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Livingston. Picked by Smith. Here's Dennis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Livingston. Pass to Ibaka. From outside. Off the mark. Here's Lee. The buzzer beater is good.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's just a great play on his part with the clock winding down.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Delivering the blowout. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Fans, get ready for the high RPM and amazing stuff. The door pocket fighter.
Welcome to halftime. First up, let's check out what games are tipping off. 7:30 Eastern for the tip-off in that one.
This is the kind of game everyone tunes in for. Should be a good one.
I'm changing focus now to the tough first half for the home team.
It ain't rocket science.
That does it for halftime.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Shooting around 53%, a nice number. We've got Smith, and it's Ibaka, and it's the shooting guard position. That's the group for Billy Donovan, getting going here in the second half.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Here's Dennis. Here's Smith. Scott with a rebound.
Let's be honest, that's not a shot he should be taking.
I totally agree. That is not what they were looking for offensively.
Pass to Santos. Here's Cooper. Right wing. Here's Farmer. Sinks it from distance. Farmer's got 15 points.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Here's Livingston. Pass to Dennis. Lets the three fly. Gets the three to fall. He's got 5.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
And there's a pick. Here's Scott. There's the triple. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
The 11-footer. Farmer pulls it in.
That is a missed opportunity. He'd love to have that one back.
Here's Santos. The shot no good. Here's Minix. 6 points for him. Pass to Smith. Shoots over Gibson. Smith no good.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Scott. Now here's Gibson. Screen by Gibson. Here's Farmer. Three-pointer off the mark. Gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Pass to Smith. Here's Livingston. Here's Minix. Three-pointer. And Cooper pulls it down.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor. Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
Pass to Livingston to the right side. Here's Minix. Screen by Ibaka to stop the drought. And he can't get that one.
Well, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Here's Cooper. That's Ibaka defending. Here's Cooper. He has 7. Oh, a special move before that shot. Cooper's got 9.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to Minix. Here's Dennis. Smith outside. The baseline J. Dennis can't hit.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
Here's Santos. He has 6. Over to the wing. Farmer. Off target from 3-point range. Shooting only 26% for this game. Not good. Here's Dennis. 5 points in the game. Pass to Livingston. Here's Minix. Fires from deep. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Scott, covered by Smith. Lets it fly. A nice shot by Cooper. He's got 11.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
Pass to Minix. Now here's Ibaka. Here's Livingston. Here's Minix. Can they get it? And rejected. Here's Scott. He's got 12. Farmer, good.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Here's Dennis. Smith outside. Now Ibaka. There's a screen.
Away team foul. Santos.
Jenkins is checked in for minutes.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Dennis. 5 points in the game. 5 on the clock. Pass to Jenkins. This one for 3. The offensive rebound. Smith no good.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Johnson lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Johnson's got 10.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
I think everybody in here is in shock. In many ways, their team just hasn't shown up.
To the inside. Pass to Dennis. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Cooper. The putback. Jenkins with the rebound. Here's Dennis. Here's Jenkins. 2 in the cold spell. Knocks it down from distance. Give him 8.
Well, taking full advantage of a defensive weakness there, and it certainly helps if you get shots that your guys can knock down.
Pass to Santos. Let's go with a 3. Knocks down the long J.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Here's Livingston. Smith left side. Shoots over Johnson. Smith no good.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line. A chance at a 3-point play.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Tim, you graduated with an MBA from an elite business school. How has that impacted how you look at the NBA?
Well, it certainly gives you a look at how the business side of things are impacted in the NBA and a real grasp of the numbers. And man, oh man, are those numbers big at this level.
Towns, he's checked in for Livingston. Here's Dennis. Give him 8 points now. There's the drive. Intercepted. And here they go on a free run to the bucket. Farmer, good. Farmer's got 22.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Shooting just 24% on this one. Not great.
Away team foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Towns outside. Shot clock at 5. Back to Smith. And no good. The dry spell continues.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well. And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
And the key is attacking before the defense gets set.
Here's Dennis. And the layup is good off the glass. Dennis has got 8 points here in the quarter.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Here's Farmer. That's Ibaka defending. Here's Johnson. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Dennis.
Minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Misses from short range. Shooting nearly 60% from the floor in the third. Farmer. The three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Away team foul.
While we have a moment, let's check out the highest scoring teams in the league last season.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
So he gets them both. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Here's Santos. No good with the triple.
Well, he made a couple of shots early, but since the half, he just can't seem to find his rhythm.
Pass to Jenkins. Fires the three. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Towns has got 3 assists in the game.
That's great use of the bounce pass in that situation to make sure the ball got there.
And here's Johnson. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And there's a pick. Right wing. Here's Minix. And it's all from three-point range.
And his team really being impacted by the fact that nothing is falling for him right now. You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Out to the wing. Right at the free throw line, and the ball goes out of bounds, turned over.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
Elijah Gibson.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Lee. 4 seconds left. No good on the layup. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Delivering the blowout. And don't go. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
And it's such an advantage to have a big man who can facilitate at a high level like that.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. They've got Johnson, and it's Lee in at the small forward position. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Minix. No good with a jumper from the wing.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And the pass goes out of bounds. They'll turn it over.
Those are the type of turnovers that kill you. Just an unforced error.
Shooting a poor 25% for this game so far. And they tell players your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less, Graham.
And you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases you're talking legacy. You know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
Outside Johnson, down low. And that one is hammered home.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
Gibson's gone 50% from the field. 3 out of 6. Pass to Minix. Out left to the wing. They set the pick. To the wing on the left. Pure from three-point range.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
Here's Cooper. Johnson with it. Pass to Scott. The 3 is up. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Gibson drives. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Scott. And he drops it in from the low post.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
He takes it in. Count that bucket.
Watching the trajectory on a floater never gets old. One of the most fun ways to score that this league has.
Pass to Cooper. Outside Johnson. And there's the screen. Here's Scott. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Minix. Minix has got 6 rebounds in the game. And as NBA franchise values continue to skyrocket, it's pretty amazing to see, isn't it, Legs?
It really is. And even if you're LeBron James, who has said he may want to own a team in the future, he may even need some help footing that bill. It is pricey.
Adding zeros by the decades. And here's Johnson. Pass to Scott from the arc. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Here's Granger. Here's Minix. Towns taking his time here. The 3 ball. He's off on that one.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
Takes a 3. The rebound by Gibson. Gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the 4th. Here's Scott. Cooper passes to Johnson. Well, Legs, being a GM in the NBA is a tough gig. What's the most important part of the job, in your opinion?
Well, BA, evaluating talent is still the main responsibility of the job. That includes drafting, free agency, even selecting a coach. But then it's about building relationships, establishing communication, and culture.
Ooh, it sounds like a lot of qualifications that you have.
Well, I'm pretty comfortable right here, if that's okay.
Pass to Minix, looking to win the run. And it's good on the lay-in. Minix has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Here's Cooper. Now here's Johnson. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Minix. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Granger. Towns outside. Here's Jenkins beyond the arc. Scott with a rebound. Scott's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Johnson. Here's Scott. Here's Cooper. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Shooting around 30% since the 4th quarter got underway. Pass to Granger. Here's Minix. The 11-footer. The rebound by Gibson. Here's Scott. All right, Tim, you've covered the NBA for a long time now. What's one thing you wish you could change about how we cover the game?
Well, I think there's a temptation to boil it down to hot takes, and I'd much rather see us cover the appreciation that we all have for the nuances of the actual basketball.
The game has never been more skilled than it is right now.
Totally agree.
Pass to Granger. Takes the 3. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's. Here's Scott. And he lobs it up top. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. Here's Granger. Pass to Jenkins. They set the pick. Launches it. The rebound by Gibson.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Scott passes to Cooper. Now here's Johnson. Defense right on him. Here's Scott. 4-3. Rebounded by Minix. Minix has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Towns. Nice shot from the wing.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And that one drops. Gibson's got 10 points here in the second half.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Pass to Minix. Now here's Towns. There's a screen. Here's Minix. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The defense has been more careful with him this half in terms of putting him on the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And with players now able to earn money at the collegiate level, what does that do for the NBA legs?
Well, I do think overall it's a good thing. As a former college athlete myself, I love to see these guys get rewarded, and possibly you get to the league, you're a little bit more polished and grown up.
Bottom line is you may have made some money, but when you have a chance to play against the best of the best, that's why you go pro.
There's nothing like it.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Pass to Santos. Here's the pick. Here's Scott. And he's going for the lob. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And he makes a first. And he makes both free throws. And in recent years, Legs, we're seeing a lot of young teams having success. Also, depth playing big dividends. What's changed?
Well, I think with today's up-tempo style, more players have to cover more ground. It just makes sense that younger, deeper teams are better equipped to handle all that wear and tear.
Young players seem to be more welcome, too, in the NBA culture.
No doubt. They're going to get an opportunity sooner.
Pass to Santos. Here's Cooper. Uncovered. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Cooper's got 4 points in the quarter.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
Inside. Here's Dennis. Farmer pulls it in. Farmer's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Cooper. Here's Santos. They set a pick. Here's Scott. Smith with the rebound. Shooting a low 26% from the field. Now here's Ibaka. Now Smith. To the middle. High post Ibaka. Pass to Dennis. To end the drought. And that's 2 points on the layup. 29 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Cooper. That's Ibaka defending. Here's Santos. From deep. And the three-pointer goes.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
It is never easy to win on the road, but they rose to the challenge.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything